Hello. Um, Today actually I thought of sharing something. Mm, I was coming home from my office. I left my office at around 6:40, 6:40, 6:45, and it's in Paneer only. And I stay on the opposite side of the highway, so I have to cross the bridge and come home. So people staying nearby would know that there's a lot of congestion and traffic that you have to pass every day while traveling opposite to the bridge and this side of the bridge. So it was usual, and I thought it is 6:40 what I'm leaving, so I won't get much of traffic. But I did get traffic there. And okay, I was stuck for around 1.5 hour in that traffic. Now the distance from my office to my house is almost around maximum if you consider it will be 3 kilometers. For 3 kilometers it took today 1.5 hour to reach my home. Now between this 1.5 hour there was a ambulance which was also there. And I think they had an emergency. Okay, they had an emergency. They wanted to just reach the hospital as soon as possible. And because literally today the traffic was बहुत ज़्यादा, मतलब the vehicles weren't even moving. We had to stop for 15-20 minutes and then the vehicle is moving thoda sa ahead. So it was like that. And this ambulance, I felt really helpless at that time. I felt like, what is happening? Like, that person needs to reach the hospital so early, and because of this bullshit traffic, that is not happening. And that person might give up his he will lose his life, his her life, if, and that too because just because there was traffic on the road, that person couldn't reach the hospital. I think this is, I am feeling a lot about this because recently only I too had some medical emergency and I had to get hospitalized. I was in ICU and I have experienced, this was my first time. But touch wood, I don't want it to happen again to anybody also, because there was a time that in the hospital where I had an I had small attack sort of, which I felt कि अब तो मैं गई. And that time I could see my parents का expressions and everything, and trust me, it I really don't want anyone ever to visit hospitals. I don't know why, but just be the strength to anyone who goes who has to get admitted in the hospital or something like that, because it's very bad being in, like, you are on the other side. Okay, when the person is going through that, you don't know, you go visit that person, but you don't know what that person or that family is going through. The same way, why today this incident was, it just touched so much. मतलब तुम सोचो, your loved ones, you have provided them ambulance, you called the ambulance came very fast, and you ambulance में आप आपके पेशेंट आपके जो पहचान के वो चले भी गए एंड देन यू गेट स्टक इन टू दिस ट्रैफिक वाई दिस ट्रैफिक बिकॉज द गवर्नमेंट्स हैव नॉट done their job well. The roads are sick. I and my brother, we were about to fall because of a pothole from the bike, and कितना गंदा pothole था वो. So all of this is like, why are we paying the cost for that? We are paying taxes, everybody is paying taxes, everybody is doing everything. Then why is the government failing? And because of that, we will lose our loved ones. गवर्नमेंट में जो बैठे हैं उन मतलब जो पॉलिटिशियंस बैठे हैं उनका कुछ नहीं जाने वाला है. जो भी होने वाला है दैट इज़ वी आर द वंस हु आर गोइंग टू सफ़र एंड द वेरी नेक्स्ट ईयर again we are paying tax, we are doing things whatever the government says. So losing someone because traffic में stuck हो गए थे, we couldn't reach the hospital fast, these are very very these reasons shouldn't exist actually. कि you couldn't reach the hospital fast, that is why something has happened. और खड्डे थे एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट पॉटहोल्स एंड एवरीथिंग जो पेशेंट था एम्बुलेंस में उसका तो उधर ही हो गया. ये सब चीज़ें होनी ही नहीं चाहिए. What are we living for? I am not understanding what are we living for. If we are not being able to protect our own loved people, our own people, not only loved छोड़ दो, anybody, if we are not able to protect. अब एम्बुलेंस को जगह देंगे भी किधर से? टुडे द सिचुएशन वाज लाइक दैट कि है ही नहीं जगह टू मूव. कैसे मूव करेंगे? हाउ इज़ इट गोइंग टू हैपन? इट्स अ वेरी बिग क्वेश्चन एंड आई pray to everybody that everybody has a good health. Nobody has to suffer. Thank you.